Today we are doing a spin-off on Taco Bell. It is a Cheeseburger Crunchwrap Supreme. It's delicious. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of More Seasoning. I am your host, Farnum, and today we are making a Taco Bell spin-off, the Cheeseburger Crunchwrap Supreme of your dreams. Yes, that's right, we rhymed that. Also, you might be like, why the hell are you wearing a beanie the last two videos? Because I was sick last week, I couldn't get to the barber. We were just having a wild hair day, so a beanie will fix all. Hey, before we jump into this though, please scroll down, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Gordon Ramsay follows us, why don't you? Also, drop a comment below. You know I always shoot with y'all down there. Anyway, listen, a very simple but delicious meal that is gonna rock your world. Cheeseburger Crunchwrap Supreme. Let's get to the ingredients. All right, so I want you to think, what do you like on a cheeseburger? That's what we're doing for these ingredients, and they are bacon cheeseburger. You would normally use a tostada. They didn't have any at Publix, so I am gonna take a hint from TikTok and use Doritos. Some good American fake cheese, and onion. You love sauteed onions on a burger. Iceberg lettuce, none other than our favorite what the sauce, garlic dill pickles, ketchup, mustard, mayo, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, a little bit of brown sugar, a smaller street style tortilla, and a nice large burrito sized flour tortilla. You know I'm always forgetting ingredients. The beef, really, the main component of the Crunchwrap that we're making, the cheeseburger, the burger, 80-20 ground beef. All right, check us out. We're gonna go ahead and put everything together. We got 3 things to cook. We got bacon, we got onions, we got the patty. Now, if you look over here, basically all we've got is some bacon that we put onto a wire rack. I've got smaller pieces because we don't need super long strips that are gonna go into a tiny little Crunchwrap. So again, they're on the rack. We're gonna go into a 425-degree oven, top rack, for about 18 minutes. We'll monitor that once it gets close so it doesn't get overly crispy. Now, over here, check it out. Right here, I have cut an onion in half, and then from pole to pole, I did nice thin slices that gave us a nice thin slice of a white onion. And all we're gonna do with that onion is into a small little saute pan. I'm gonna go just a tablespoon or so of avocado oil. You see we're on a nice medium heat, and we're gonna let those rock. We're gonna saute these onions lightly for the next 10 minutes or so. And in the meantime, we got one other thing to do, and that is to cook this burger. The best burger I've ever made was for my Whopper. Now, if you look at this burger, there's a lot going on here, right? We got the patty, and basically what this patty is, we grab a quarter of the meat, we formed it into a ball, and then we formed it into a patty, and then we push down with our thumb in the middle so it doesn't split on the grill. And then I've got it topped with our burger seasoning, which is just 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon smoked paprika, and a 1/4 teaspoon of brown sugar. And that is what we have put on top here. We're gonna go ahead and get this on the grill, so we'll be right back. All right, you see I got my seasoning here because we're gonna have to season the other side of this patty. I've also got some what the sauce. So basically all we're gonna do, I've got my grill on a high heat right here. Get right up underneath here, just like that. And we're just gonna flip. We're just gonna let that rock. You're not gonna touch it. Listen, you see this? Look, my hands, they're not touching anything. We're gonna let this rock for like a minute and a half, until on the surface of this, we'll start to see liquids pooling. Once those liquids start to pool, that's when we're gonna hit it with a little Worcestershire sauce, and then we're gonna hit it with the rest of our seasoning and give it a nice flip, and it's gonna be delicious. Okay, so simultaneously, I've got my bacon, my onions, and my burger cooking. That way we're knocking a bunch of stuff out at the same time. I just wanna go over a couple other things that we have here. American cheese speaks for itself. This is iceberg lettuce. All we did was cut a head of iceberg in half. We cut the bottom off, and then we thinly sliced down the length of it to get some nice, beautiful, thin strands that'll add some great crunch and volume. Next, I've got my burger sauce. This right here is gonna go incredible on anything that has to do with a cheeseburger. All it is equal parts mayo, ketchup, mustard, sauce, some salt and pepper, and then we just add some nice chopped garlic dill pickle in there, a little bit of pickle juice. We give that a nice mix, and that turns into a delicious burger sauce. Outside of that, all we got is our onions right here. They're cooking down nicely. Give them a little flip, keep them moving. Just want these to get nice and brown. Again, we're on a nice low heat. We're just gonna let these do their thing. All right, we got a little flame action. Look, we're pulling up, so we're going seasoning. Here we go, we gotta go into here smart way. Beautiful, just like that. Ooh, that's scary. What did that flame do? Ooh, it's chasing me. All right, here we go. Let's see. Hopefully we're not in a bad spot. 3, 2, 1. Woo, delicious. All right, we'll get at about 90 seconds, and then this burger is gonna be Done. And make sure when you flip it, we go a little bit of Worcestershire, baby. That's just gonna soak in. It's gonna help bring that smoky vibe out. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little light, something going on right here, but yeah, that is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, 14 minutes later, we've got some, yes, a little on the crispy side with the bacon. And then if you take a peek over here, our onions are getting nice and brown. I definitely forgot to add a little bit of butter to these, but that's okay. No big deal. They're still sauteed onions. All right, so at this point, we can flip to the B-roll. You've seen how we've prepped everything out, how we've made everything. We got our burger right here. Look how delicious. When I tell y'all the smell coming off this thing, ridiculous. I will let you know though, I'll probably end up smashing this down in the tortilla just a little bit so it's got a little bit better of a spread, but it's gonna be fire either way. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment we've all been waiting for. It is taste test time. We got the Cheeseburger Crunchwrap Supreme. Let's waste no more time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Look at that burger sauce. Be right back. All right, so after making that and eating the entire thing with Jamari, I basically, on the star scale, am gonna go with a 4. Whoa, crazy. He's not rating his own food a 5. No. Listen, this was inspired by other recipes that I saw online. I gave it a shot myself, added a little bit of a twist. I think the burger could have been cooked a little better. I think there could have been more meat, maybe a bigger patty, honestly, instead of using a quarter of it, maybe a half, just to get that spread. Now, other than that, yeah, I mean, it just tastes like a cheeseburger. Like, it wasn't like anything out of this world or crazy. It was a solid burger, you know, but I mean, yeah, 4, and that's okay. My name's Farnum. This is More Seasoning. Please, if you haven't done so already, click that like and subscribe button down below. Drop a comment. Let me know if you are willing to make this. That's the Cheeseburger Crunchwrap Supreme. I like Jaclyn's Crunchwrap Supreme that she makes a lot better, but it's still good. Give it a shot.